Welcome back to the channel. My name's Tina, also known as Little T. And I have gotten home from work a little bit early today. It's Friday. I put in some extra hours earlier in the week. And so I'm going to show you what I do when I put my lunch together after I've gotten home from my day at work. Usually I get home around 2 o'clock and I'm pretty hungry. But one thing I do on the way home from work is drink the rest of my water. I take this bottle of water with me to work and I try to drink the whole thing before I get home. So I'm at least a little bit satisfied when I get here and I'm not absolutely starving. When I first get home, Lucy needs to eat her lunch. She's hungry too, and I need to take her out to go to the bathroom. Luckily, we usually have at least carrots and celery chopped up ready for the week, so I'm going to use some of those today. And I just love to throw a stir fry together for lunch. It has a lot of different variety of vegetables, and it's very satisfying. The noodles and some soy sauce, a little bit of spicy sriracha, and it hits the spot. So let's look at the ingredients and get to cooking. Here you can see I got some vegetables laid out. We already have some cut carrots and celery that we'll dice together. We have part of a red onion. I have this bag of broccoli slaw that I bought and I haven't opened it yet, so we'll use some of that. If I don't have broccoli slaw, I'll almost always cut up some green cabbage. We're gonna have roasted vegetables tonight for dinner, and I bought fresh beets that had these greens attached. So I'm gonna chop up some of these and add them for the greens. If I don't have these, which I hardly ever do, I'll use fresh spinach or maybe some baby kale to add greens to the vegetable mix. I'll use a little bit of olive oil to saute, and I will season it with some less sodium soy sauce and some sriracha. The noodles I'm going to start cooking here. I have thick spaghetti. You can buy any kind of Asian noodles such as udon or soba noodles, rice noodles, whatever you like. If you have a gluten issue, just make sure you find some that are gluten-free. So I'm going to get the water started in this pot here. We've got water here, we have a saute pan, and we'll get this lunch started. Veggies are chopped. I'm going to put just about a teaspoon or so of this extra virgin olive oil into the saute pan and turn the heat on medium high and let that get heated up. I'm also going to grab some garlic. I have 2 cloves of garlic. I'm going to smash it with my big knife and then quickly chop it up. We've got our pan heated up with a little bit of olive oil, and I'm just going to toss in the red onion, the celery, and the garlic. I'm going to stir those around. It's going to take a few minutes before we add the carrots. So while that cooks, we will come back over here and chop the greens. Turn the heat down just a little bit to medium. Let's check in with our stir fry. Okay, those are cooking. It'll take a few minutes, especially with the carrots. They're a firmer vegetable. So far we've got 4 different vegetables in there. We've got onion, garlic, celery, and carrots. I'm going to open up the broccoli slaw and toss some of that in there. Maybe a third of the bag. Give it a bit of a stir and make a mess. The good thing about this dish is it actually makes more than 1 serving. So if I make it one day, I can eat it leftover the next day for lunch. Brian will sometimes take it. He usually cooks pasta for the week, and we do like leftovers for lunch because they are quick. So I'll spend this day cooking, and then tomorrow I'll have a lunch that's already made. Let's put in a little bit of soy sauce so things do not start sticking or burning in the pan. And then we're going to throw in our greens. I'm going to add a teeny bit of water. That is probably a tablespoon. And I can hear our water getting ready to boil for the noodles. And I'm just going to get a lid and cover this up and let it steam those vegetables while our noodles cook. On goes the lid, and I'll turn the heat down to medium-low. Our water is boiling. I'm just going to get a small handful of noodles and break them in half and toss toss them in and they will cook for 10 minutes. Stir that, and now we wait while things cook. I can be getting my drink ready, doing odds and ends, clean up my chopping mess, get things washed, and get my dish ready while everything finishes cooking. Give it a little stir. You could add any protein source on top of this that you'd like. If you have some tofu, I'll show you what I've added to mine in the past. I sometimes add these veggie chicken strips made by Morningstar. They look like this. They take on the seasoning of whatever you have. So in this case, it would be the soy sauce, and when I add the sriracha, we'll add some spiciness to it. But it does have a good amount of protein in it, as you can see, all made from plants. I'm going to leave the lid off a while so some of that liquid will steam off. Looks like things are cooking nicely. Our veggies are pretty much done. We have about 3 minutes left for the pasta. I'm going to put a little bit of this sriracha sauce on top of it and stir it in. If you like spicy food, that's something you can add. If you don't like spicy food, feel free to leave it off. And I'm just going to turn this off, spread that around, our lid back on so it stays warm while the pasta finishes. Our pasta is going off. I'm going to test a piece and see if it's done, and then we'll drain it over at the sink. Here's our steamy noodles. Back in the pan. We have our noodles. She'll take the lid off that and add our noodles to that dish. Then we shall stir those noodles in. So it's probably taken us between 15 and 20 minutes to get this ready. It's deciding which vegetables, chopping them up, and the pasta taking 10 minutes. There are some quicker cooking noodles, like udon noodles, that you can buy prepackaged, and they cook for, I think, 90 seconds in the microwave. Or if you choose to do rice, there are rice packets that take 90 seconds. So if you're in a bit of a hurry, you can choose to do a different thing than just regular pasta noodles that take usually between 10 to 12 minutes depending on what size and style. Take our cooked veggies and pour them into the dish. This would easily serve 2 for lunch. It's going to make great leftovers for me tomorrow. You see we have that much left. Put just a little bit more spicy sauce on top, not too much. And I'll put some hemp hearts on top. It's going to add some more protein to the dish and a little crunch. If you like sesame seeds, you could do that. If you have a sesame allergy, I would suggest not doing that. Like a tablespoon or so. I like to eat with chopsticks. For one thing, it makes me eat lunch a little bit slower, but I always come prepared with a fork as well because I'm not that great with chopsticks. So let's go plate our food over here and see what it looks like. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this short video about putting together a quick stir-fry lunch. If you'd like to tell me what vegetables you add to yours, please leave a comment down below. Also, you can give this video a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to our channel so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.